Hello, this is Previews and Reviews. I'm your host, Hayden Smalley, and today I'm going to be reviewing Love and Monsters. Spoilers ahead. I'll just go ahead and get my complaints for this movie out of the way, as they're far and few between. There's a few scenes right at the beginning that insinuate people are having sex or about to have sex, but you never see anything. Which I really appreciate. You never see more than a bare leg. That's in my complaints category because it's, insinuative. You don't actually see anything, and it actually serves really well to set up for why he's so depressed, our main character. Because he's been stuck down in this bunker for like 7 years with all these people, and all the people he's with have somebody special, and he's the only single guy in his colony. There's no single girls, and he's just really depressed. He had a girlfriend before everything happened. So all of that kind of sets up kind of a reason why he's depressed. Is that everybody has somebody except for him. And then there's a little girl in the film who cusses a few times, but, which isn't something I would want my kids doing. It's a couple times and it's used for humor. Now, of course, anytime a kid cusses in a movie, people normally find it hilarious. But her character is actually a really cool character and could be a good example in other areas. Like, she's hardworking, she knows how to survive, she's a go get it, do it, get it done kind of person. So that's really cool. She just cusses a couple times, and that's not going to be the best example for kids. A few other points: people do get eaten, and sometimes it's kind of gory or kind of gruesome, but you don't see human guts and a ton of human blood, at least that I remember. It keeps it pretty clean. I mean, you might hear some squishing, like the squishing of guts and blood, but you don't actually see that stuff. Monster guts, however, fly across the screen, and I do mean fly across the screen, in all of their CGI glory and splendor. But it's not like, normal animal guts and stuff. It's like bug guts, like you see on the windshield. It's like, the pieces of their exoskeleton and kind of pieces of their, like, squishy flesh. And so, that being said, if you don't like worms, there's some scenes you're not going to like, a couple scenes you're not going to like, because these worms got teeth. They call them sand gobblers, and then you've got the queen sand gobbler, who's like really dangerous. Think Tremors. That's what these guys kind of remind me of. My praises for this film, however, are tremendous. I love the way that the film sets up the world. It does a lot of world building in a very unique, I say unique, it's a very fun and entertaining way. And they explain like what all creatures mutated and became monsters, and kind of what happened to the world. The special effects and the visual effects are fantastic. There were some times where I thought that something was an actual practical prop of an animatronic or a puppet or something, and looked really good, and a lot of the CGI effects blended really well with that. It might have been all CGI, to be completely honest. I'm not sure, but some of it looked like practical effects, and I thought that was really cool. The creature designs for this film are great, very imaginative, way out there, and it honestly makes me want a sequel, because I want to see what other monsters there are, because there's monsters in the main character's sketchbook, and there's some of them you don't ever see, and I want to see those. It's a very fun movie. It's got a dog, it's got a little girl, it's got love and romance and monsters, explosions. Spoiler for the ending here, it's got some kind of end of the world pirates. It's just overall a fantastic time. Me and my family really enjoyed watching this movie. I also thought it was cool how they paid off the Mavis robot. They set that up kind of earlier in the film, and I thought it was really cool that they actually brought that back in, like, at the end of the second act, to kind of help motivate the main character. He finds a working Mavis unit, and she kind of encourages him to keep going. And the robot gives him the opportunity to send a message out to the girl that he's taking this journey to go see. And speaking of that girl, I love how the filmmakers kept her response after 7 years of not seeing him realistic. Spoiler alert here, she, during that 7 years, she had somebody at her colony that she fell in love with, and then something happened to him. He died, got eaten by a monster or whatever, and she, had been really attached to him. And that's not what the protagonist had been hoping for. He had been hoping that she was still in love with him, and you can tell that she's like really grown up and matured, and she's taking care of her whole colony because most of her colony are elderly people. And so I thought that they kept her response to seeing him for the first time after so many years very realistic. But I also love how they brought her and him back together romantically. It felt natural, organic, and deserved. So, anyways, I really hope that this movie gets a sequel. It would be fantastic if it did. I thought it was such a fun movie, and I would go to theaters to see this. Unfortunately, it's not in theaters. Never came to theaters. But it's on Amazon Prime for like $5, and you can get it at Redbox for like $1.30 for a one-night rental. Anyways, this has been Previews and Reviews. Please check out our other videos on the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment. Let us know what movies you want to see us review. We've got several videos on the way for new movies that have just came out or have recently came out, movies that are trending, but we want to know what the people watching our videos want to see. So let us know. We will go back and watch old black and white movies if that's what you guys request. Just let us know. If you want to support our channel, we're not able to monetize the channel yet because we don't have that many subscribers or views. But if you want to support the channel, you can go on our Redbubble shop. A link is in the description below, and you can buy some of our merch. And it doesn't have to be just the Previews and Reviews merch. That link will take you to the Revolve Studios store, and you can buy Revolve Studios merch, Previews and Reviews merch. You can buy merch for our other channel, the MHS Network. You can buy merch for some of the short films we've done. So anyways, there's all that merch on there. If you want to support us, we greatly appreciate it. It allows us to continue to do what we love, which is, make movies, watch movies, and make content like this for you, so that you know that the movies you're bringing home from Redbox or about to rent on demand or watch on Netflix or whatever, you're going to know if that's appropriate for your family. So if there's a movie that you're questionable about, let us know. We'll do a review over it, potentially. We do have a Bag of Shame, which we're going to create a tab for the Bag of Shame on our website. And essentially the Bag of Shame is where we dump kind of all the movies that we're not going to review on the channel. So I know in the first video we released, we said that, we weren't going to review them. So if you didn't like them, you didn't have to be offended because you didn't know. But we are going to put the Bag of Shame on there so that you know what movies we just wouldn't recommend you watch, period. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. And I hope 2021 is an amazing year for you. God bless.